เข้าออก Continuing on, and you're absolutely right. They're all about the now. They don't have the a ruler class mentality. They don't have a kingdom minded think process. Now it says Sirach
like Esau ain't ready to come in as that flood, man.
right.
They ain't thinking about that. They ain't thinking about Esau coming in with his armies and the strict legislation. And that's why you got here like IUIC pushing really to be comfortable, man. Okay, talking about the MOTB that's about to be implemented. Telling congregation is okay. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about Jacob trouble.
Right.
Go ahead and take the jump shot. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the scripture says when they say peace and safety,
sudden destruction.
Yep. That's what we're heading to, man.
Yep.
And all these people that Israel that had the mind frame of thinking everything's cool, calm, and collect, everything's good, and they're gonna be in a rude awakening, man.
Yep.
But who's gonna be the ones that's gonna be aware of that elect, that hopeful elect? Yep. According to Isaiah chapter 33 and 6, man.
Yep. Yep. Finishing off Sirach, back in Sirach 2, it says, set thy heart aright, going back to your mind's supposed to be, set your mind right, because all these events, as the brother Shaquat was naming, okay, this is things that our people should be paying attention to, man, but our people are in that cool, calm, collective state of mind, thinking that, everything is starting to feel normal again, even though we're in the midst of inflation, and it's about to be super hyperinflation in the midst of war, all type of things, man. Plagues, pestilence, evil times. People's minds are not aright. Now it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. Because the times that we're approaching, man, you're going to see a whole lot of people. They're not going to know the trust in Yahweh Shem Shai, because guess what? Their minds wasn't enduring. They wasn't seeking the Lord.
It wasn't set right.
Exactly. Because the scriptures also say it was our mind to go astray, and now coming back to serve the Lord, you're supposed to seek Him 10 times more. But our people ain't doing that, man. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
No.
Now, Sirach 2 and 3 says, cleave unto Him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end.
And that's our hope.
Yeah.
Okay, that we constantly cleave unto Yahweh Shem Shai.
Yeah.
And that our latter end will be increased, man. Ultimately, when Yahweh Shem Shai redeem us as their elect, man.
Yep.
Okay, but majority of our people, they ain't looking for that, man.
Right.
A lot of these Israelites, when they join a lot of these camps, or these Israelites organizations, it's all about mirth.
Yeah.
It's all about partying. Okay, the limelight. Okay, they ain't looking to set their mind right to constantly endure when all hell break loose, man.
Right.
And to be part of that election, they ain't want to have them. They don't have the mind frame to clean onto Yahweh Shem Shai when it comes to the time of Jacob's trouble. Man.
Right. They're not even thinking about Jacob's trouble, man.
No. Yep.
They're not. They're thinking for some reason that Jacob's trouble is going to just bypass them, so they can just continue having a grand old time, man. Look at how they treat the solemn day, the high holy days, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Solemn assemblies, man. That doesn't look like someone that's rehearsing the righteous acts, man. Because we're supposed to be rehearsing the righteous acts to the best of our abilities, man. All right, and a part of that is being a worker, being a laborer, man. The scriptures speak about harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few, man.
Yep.
You know, and then continue on. It says, "Depart not away, that thou mayest be increased in thy last end." Sirach 2 and 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
Yeah, another word for that is endurance.
Endurance, yep.
The word endurance means to make hard, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and through endurance you gain experience. And the word experience means to try out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the test. Okay, the constant Lord test us, man, to see if we really believe serving Him. Okay, that we'll keep on enduring, man. Okay, and that's what a lot of our people, they don't want to face the fiery trials, man. They don't want to prepare themselves for that, man. Okay, but it make you better at the end.
Yep.
Okay, as you endure. But that's what the Lord wants. And Yahweh Shai to go through that.
Yeah.
Certain men of the Lord have to constantly endure. When you read about the prophets, man, most of the time they can catch in pure hell, man. But it was men of the Lord. Because most people are deemed that if you come to serve the Lord, everything's gonna be good. What they teach you in these churches.
In these churches, yeah.
Okay, you're gonna be
blessed.
blessed.
Tenfold, you get this, you know, that's that gimmick, man. That's that 501c3 charter gimmick right there, man. But a true man of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is going to go through a vigorous amount of tests, man. Once again, the Lord's going to see what we're reading right now. The Lord said, "Prepare your soul for temptation if you come to serve the Lord," man. You know, and it says, "Whatsoever," back in Sirach 2:4, "whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed into a lower state." Now, that's why the Lord said, "Cleave upon him and depart not away." Because you have some people, when a little bit of adversity and hell comes, "Yeah, man, I can't do this no more. I don't want to do this no more." They easily just go back into the ways of the world. Or you have certain people, because you know, you had certain guys that know they're Israelites, and when things get hard, when that bitterness comes in, now they don't want to be an Israelite no more, man. But it ain't up to you to be whether you want to be an Israelite or not, man. You know, but it's an election, though. But hey, our people are Israelites, though they're wicked as hell. They're still Israelites, man. But this is why, hey, we're out here calling out for the election, man. The ones that are paying attention and the ones that get it, man, right now on this side, man. Now, it says, for Sirach 2:5, "For gold is tried," for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. All right, the scripture speak about the Lord saying He's gonna make more precious than fine gold. The man. Okay, come, bro. And it says, "Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him." Scripture speak about what? It's better to put your trust in the Most High than to put your confidence and your faith in men. And 2/3 of our people at the times that we're in right now, they have their hearts and their minds fully set on trusting in this doggone devil, man. Trusting in Esau, man, instead of trusting in Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Here it is. The Lord has our apostles and our elders, has sincere brothers out here on the highways and byways, once again, giving our people that understanding. But our people choose not to trust in the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. They choose to trust in the ways of this world, man. Now it says, "Believe in him, and he will help thee." Once again, Isaiah 33:6, man. His truth, knowledge, and his wisdom is going to be the stability of our latter times, man. Believing and trusting in Yahweh Shem Shai. Sirach 2:6, "Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall."
Hey, you're going to fall, man. You basically put your trust in this devil. At the end of the day. That's why it basically tell you have to put your trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And I want to get a precept back in Isaiah chapter 30. I'll start at verse 1 since we're talking about our people trusting in Esau, Edom, the devil. Because the contrary belief that Revelation 13:16 will come to pass. All right, that charagma, that MARK, the C-hip will come to pass, the MOTB. You already seen it come, slowly gradualizing the sheeple of the people, the sheeps, all right, of this society. But I'm going to continue. This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin," iniquities, man. All right. Verse 2, "That walk to go down unto Egypt," which this place is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, Revelation 11 and verse 8. Okay?
Modern day Egypt.
Modern day Egypt, like the brother said, man.
House of bondage, man. It goes in the house of bondage, man. This is your modern day Egypt right here, man. Because all the same customs that was going on in so-called yesteryears is being practiced and pushed at high frequency levels now, man.
Because there's no new thing underneath the sun. You know, reincarnation, that is biblical. Continuing on. "They walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt." And that's what our people do. Here, by the mouth of the prophets, you got the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai coming out, man. They don't ask or even consider by the mouth of the prophets, because the contrary belief, we are the spokesman of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
All right? If you want answers and want to ask questions, you really have to ask questions through us. And, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we give you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And if the Lord sups with you, he sups with you, okay? But if he doesn't, you're just a lost cause. All we have to do is keep doing the work of the Lord, to make our calling and election sure, because we can't, get all bent out of shape or get all in our feelings because certain people can't get it. We at to the point, if they can't get it, that's on they dumb ass at the end of the day, man. Like, real talk.
I got a very quick one too, because it says, when you read the Isaiah 30 and 2, it says that walk down to Egypt, and because your modern day Pharaoh, your governors, your politicians, our people are quick to believe everything that the governors, the doctors, and the scriptures tell you that this damn devil is a physician, is a forger of lies, man.
No value.
But see, our people, they don't look at the apostles and the elders and sincere our brothers on the highways and byways and get that real that real nourishment that they need. They rather go and trust in everybody and everything else. Now the scriptures, because I quote this, but when you read that, I said I'm gonna bring it out right quick. Psalms 118:8 and 9. It says, "It is better to trust in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, than to put confidence in man." And we know by now, man. Here it is once again. Hey, brothers, they see brothers like ourselves on the highways and byways, especially like once again people they're like, oh, nah, I can't. How am I gonna trust that? Even though these ain't our words, we're reading words out of the scriptures, man.
That's right.
And then we're also telling our people, hey, just as our apostles and our elders told us, hey, go home and do the research yourself, man. We're gonna give you the words out of the scriptures, but the beautiful thing is you can go home and do the facts check yourself. And see, that's what separates the ones that are diligent and the ones that are not, man. Because the diligent one, like the house of like the church of Berea, they're going to do the research and they're going to be like, that was true, that was true, and that's how the spirit of the Lord is going to start building you up, man. But continuing on, it's 414 too, bro. It said it is better. Psalms 118:8. It is better to trust in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai than to put confidence in man. And of course, that goes faith too. That word confidence is faith, and it's a shame that our people have put faith in in their enemies than before they put in the Lord, man, and the prophets that the Lord has set up. And then in Psalms 118:9, it says, "It is better to trust in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai than to put confidence in princesses." Hey, once again, your modern day pharaohs, your politicians, your governors, they tell you people lies all the time, man. But yet you still have Jake crowding the damn voting booth every damn year, man. These damn devils will tell you, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to make this pass, we're going to clean your neighborhood up, we're going to make sure you get these grants, we're going to make sure this, and it be goddamn lies, and Jake will be, as the scripture said, like a dog returning to damn folly, man. To
his own vomit.
To his own vomit. Our people return to folly just like that, man. It's a revolving door of stupidity, man. And once again, as Aki was reading Isaiah 30, man, here it is, man. Our people don't look to get a true covering, man, because the scriptures cover everything, man, from your dietary laws, how to deal with your children, how to deal with your woman, the high holy days, your enemies. It pretty much covers everything. It covers everything. Land rest, etc., etc., etc. And our people don't look to that, man. They rather trust and they rather look at their enemies, man, for the damn answers, man.
That's what they still looking for damn reparations.
Yeah.
In 2023, when we at the time, this economy about down there ready to crash, and all of a sudden they talking about reparations. And we already know what that's gonna lead into. If it's gonna be a little side, if they do trying to be a little reparation, they're gonna say the only way y'all jakes can get it really y'all take the digital currency. And that'd be an easy way. As our people are looking for it for money, man.
You right.
Hey, this is it. I want reparations. This is it. This is what we got for you now. You take this. You have all the money you can have, all the credit you have, man.
Unlimited. You got unlimited funds, and go figure, that would be something that can shake right up. You know what I mean?
Esau know, man. Esau know that how you get,
my goodness,
Jake.
Buy a nigga cheap.
Yeah, buy a nigga cheap, man. That's how you get Jake, man. But I'm gonna continue on.
I got a real quick one.
Oh, go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 20. And it says, "My son, attend to my words, and clean thy ear unto my saying. Let them not depart from thy eyes, keep them in the midst of thy heart, for they are life unto those that find them."
Hey, that's heavy, bro. The words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, is life, man. And going back to Yahweh Shai said, well, he's the light of the world. He's the he's the light for the world, man. He's the light in the world. But hey, the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, man, this is what gives us life, man. And this is what we use. This is our weapon that fucks Esau up, man. Because hey, we got this. Why do you think this devil would put us to death back in the ancient times? When if they were back in what was that slavery era? Yeah, whenever they caught Jake reading the scriptures, man. They put him to death, man. They put him to death because they know that this book was our power source, man. They showed that in Book of Eli too. He said, I gotta have that book. There's power in that book, man.
He wanted to control the people by using that book, and that was Esau, man.
And Yasharal, what it mean? Princes of the power, man. And what we getting out? Come on, man.
Well, that was the Book of Eli. Eli, another way. Well, that's the Greek way of saying power.
Oh man.
Okay. Where it goes in the power, but I know it goes back to Allah power, man. The Book of Power, man. And who had it? Denzel, who played, which is the J. Like you said, the dude that won it, appeared to be a Edomite, man. That came after Denzel for that book. And that's Esau to the T, man. They done took the Bible, the scriptures, and take it upon himself, to try to, he did manipulate the world by misusing it.
Yeah.
Okay, but now Yahweh Shema Shah sent the true prophets to tell you the true way, man.
Right.
And Esau can't have that, man. That's why now becoming the time of the famine of the word, man.
Yeah.
As they're deeming the truth for extremists. That was part of their talk. Misinformation.
Yeah.
All that madness, man. Here all the lies don't come out, all the wickedness they done, and what they still got in their plan. But somehow when you got so-called Negroes that kill Native Americans to confront them with the Bible, all that misinformation. That we the problem, man.
They're gonna print out a billion copies of the scriptures. Now it's misinformation, man. Now it's misinformation because once again we got the book back and we rightfully dividing this word, man. Starting with our apostles and our elders, man. And now it's misinformation. But how is it misinformation whenever we go into words? We look words up, we go back to the etymology of the words and everything, like we lining everything up.
With their receipts.
Exactly.
With their history, man. With their history and once again their agenda, what they want to do. The Bible already got it already covered.
Right.
They show you that they failing, man, and their time is up, man.
I want to get a quick precept.
We should have more of that stuff.
Now I'll finish a little bit off.
This
is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 22. For they are like, I'll start at verse 21. Verse 20, my son, attend to my words, incline thy ear unto my saying, let them not depart from thy eyes, keep them in the midst of thy heart. Okay? For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. And his word is life, man, that we coming out with, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why Esau, Edom can't stand it. Everything he pushes is pro-death and anti-Messiah, man. Well, everything we push through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua when it comes to the gospel, which the word gospel means good news.
Yes, sir.
And that's life unto us, man. Okay, and the Lord said he's going to put the spirit back into those that had the dry bones, that breath. That breath represents the life, man.
The life.
That's what Esau Edom can't stand, man. And that's why he's failing, man.
Because like we were just stating before, man, because you got Esau here, we just building back up, especially if we do videos or whatever on Esau, getting on Esau. Here we building up, off of the receipts that you have. You even have your own people that'll tell the masses of the people how stuff like the moon landing was fake. That certain projects was ran by CIA and FBI, government officials. All right, and I wanted to get a precept because, like we said, we get all our information really and truly, of course, through the spirit and power, the Rakak Wadash of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Hey, the scriptures. All right, it's just that simple.
So and they help. And when we say, like you said, all this exposure, all this information that come out by Esau Edom. Okay, the friction they have amongst each other, and they tell on
themselves.
Hey, they just more and more give us ammunition, man, to this word, man. To catapult this truth, man. And that's what they're afraid of, man.
This is Psalm 64. I'm gonna go straight to the point, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. All that see him, man, because now they're being exposed. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. All right, and that was going to be part of the lesson too, because I was going to hold that. But yeah, 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, lets you know that that son of perdition is going to be revealed in due time, in his time. All right. Oh, go ahead.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition."
And, you know, when you first start out, read that again right quick.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. "Let no man deceive you by any means."
Yeah, right there. That's why, just like Kabah had read earlier, that's why the scriptures say don't put your trust in man.
That's right.
All right? That's why you have to lean your, trust on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Rakah Kodash, man, which was honestly taught by, righteous men, the men of great millstone. We did learn that, but we like our elders teach us, chew the meat, spit out the bones, man. All right? We have to take heed and be circumspect on everything we do research on, everything that we apply ourselves unto. Continue on.
And the Lord never failed, man.
Yeah, come.
We read earlier in Sirach chapter 2, part of that chapter 2, the Lord said that whoever trusts in the Lord and whatever confounds him.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord gave us the accounts when we had men of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai that went through diverse situations, or how kingdoms came up as we went into earlier. But eventually, the Lord always bring that deliverance, man.
Yep.
It ain't no different in this time, man. So our trust and our faith should be on a level as more and more increased as we see things are coming to more prophetic or happening, man.
That's right.
As we come to the end of Esau-Edom rulership.
That's right. Go ahead. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition."
And that falling away first, that falling away first came during the time, I know Jeremiah 17 and 4 is a good precept for it, but mainly during the time of 70 AD. When we, after that particular time of period, we really discontinued from our heritage, man, really and truly, because throughout all captivities, we always understood that we were Israelites. Yeah. We always understood that our true power was Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And that lets you know that our people was way more wicked back then, because these niggas knew better, not until today, because most of our people are blinded. All right, They don't, the Lord's not dealing with them. But back in those ancient times, we always had that remembrance of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so the falling away happened first during the time of 70 AD. After that time period of, that happening, we fully discontinued from our heritage.
And like I said, before we came over to America, especially the Southern Kingdom, when they've been on the west coast of Africa, when they, like I said, fled from Roman prosecution during 70 AD.
Yep.
And they have forts over there on the west coast of Africa, Fort Judah, Fort Benjamin, Fort Levi. And Esau doing the Atlantic slave trade, they brought them over here. And before we got these corporation names, what Esau always had on the flyers.
Hebrews for sale.
Meaning what? Hebrews. And they go back to Hebrews.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think when the Northern Kingdom and over here, they was wearing fringes and on the borders of their garments, the border blue on their garments and fringes.
Yeah, we went into that last night too, as where at camp that we had this author called James Adair, The Lost Tribes of basically I forgot the natives. I forgot the book, but basically we've been going into that little brief history how you had Esau that came amongst the Native Americans and Latinos, and he wrote that documentary that they had to go back to the 12 tribes of the Israelites, man. Yeah, so that's proven that we those people today, man.
Right. Go ahead. Continuing on, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." Right, and the son of perdition was that Malachi 1 and 4, man.
Yep.
We all about Esau and Edom, man. And continuing on, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4, it says, "Who opposes," because now we're going to get the characteristics of the son of perdition, and give you an understanding of what the son of perdition looks like. Now it says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, power, or that is worship, so that he, as Yahweh, sitteth in the temple of Yahweh, showing himself that he is Yahweh. Now, when you look at the back of that dollar bill, man, we're saying, in God we trust. All right, they got the pyramids. It has the eagle on there, the proud eagle. All type of symmetry on the back of the American dollar, man. And then on the front of it, what, they got a damn Edomite on the front of it, man. Edomites on the front of it. Dead white guys. You know, as Jake like to say, man.
Yeah, now they want to take a step further, as they want to introduce the MOTB.
MOTB.
Okay, we always make the Apostle Gabar and our apostles and elders always going to about the time of Alex Jones having that interview with Aaron Russo, how they wanted to stamp everybody, and the thing was about what they want total control when they introduced that. So who they trying to be like, man? The Most High, because the Most High have total control over all things. But that's the mind frame of Esau, Edom, their agenda.
Yep. All right, precept right here, Isaiah 14 and verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, in their mind, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. And that's, dealing with their pride, and also dealing with their satellites, their technology, because they have been granted, pursuing the book of Genesis, the 27th chapter, if I'm not mistaken, the 27th verse 39 of verse 40, 41. Yeah, the fatness of the earth, and he shall live by the sword. And throughout, his technology, he conquered the whole world through the military might of Esau, Edom. All right, and I'm going to read that over for Isaiah 14 and 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregations in the side of the north. All right, North America. Verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, going into the satellites and the heavens and the outermost atmosphere, so on and so forth, because that's how Esau operates, man. All right, like I said, he got the fatness and the whole controlling of the whole earth and the technology. Isaiah 14, okay. 14.
Read again.
14 or 13?
Yeah, 14, 13. You can read 13.
Okay, Isaiah 14, 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
And that's going, like you said, that's America, the north. Who's the congregation that he's sitting upon? The Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man, over here. Yeah. Okay, so that's the pride of Esau Edom as well, man. That he done conquered it as a nation, especially primarily here in America. Okay.
Verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And that's their proud, boasting statements that they normally have, man, towards, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You already got in Psalms, the 83rd chapter, how they always took crafty counsels against thy hidden ones. The hidden ones is you Israelites, all right?
Let me add real quick, something, just straight to the point. He said he would be like Most High, right? That was the last thing you read? Yeah. Psalms 10 and 6. He said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. And pretty much all that Psalms, I just want to highlight that part right there, because this is what Esau said in his mind, that he shall not be moved. The pride of this devil, saying that he should not be moved, going back into how this devil he thinks that he exalted his throne, or he sit up in the temple as if he's the Most High, and he's supposed to set his throne above the heavens. That's why we gave an example about why they love the bald eagle so much, man, because that represents Esau. It's a proud fucking bird, man. That's all I said when that day, bro.
I'm trying to.
You had some more on that, what you was reading?
And there ain't no coincidence now.
That was it.
Well, for the past couple of years now, they saying that
get that Malachi one.
You gotta they put a ban on hunting bald eagles because now they come to the point over here in America it's being extinct.
Yeah,
that's symbolic for you Edomites kingdom going down.
Yes, sir.
Going down.
Extinct, man.
Yes, sir.
Let me get a quick precept in Malachi, since the brother quoted it. Malachi 1 and I start at 1.
Esau about to be extinct soon, bro.
Yeah.
That's what makes
And
it
the book of
spiritual.
Obadiah.
That's what makes it spiritual, man.
Mm-hmm.
This damn don't want he care about them damn American Eagles, man.
Yeah.
Then they call them American bald eagles too.
Yep. Con. This is Malachi 1:1. The burden of the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, loved Israel.
Yep.
Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? And that's majority of our people. If God love us, why are we in this situation? Why are we catching hell, the most, and this and that, the third? And all you got to do is really understand Amos 3:1 and verse 2, because out of all the families that he loved, only Israel that he loved.
That's right.
So that's why he gave us that punishment at the end of the day. Just like like I say, if you have children, you're not gonna let your children just, a real man, a real parents, they won't let their children run off all willy-nilly, man, without no structure or discipline in their lives, man. All right? So you gotta look at it like that. Continuing on. I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and that still is current unto this day, because he always had a perpetual hatred towards Esau.
Right.
Okay?
And the Lord said, change not.
And
the Lord ain't gonna be like, well, you know what? I used to not like Esau. Nah, the Lord, his words, they stand, man. He didn't like Esau back then. He don't like Esau today, man.
Yep.
Why should he? He's the adversary, man.
Hey, he's the adversary.
He against everything that Yahweh Shem Yahshua oppose, man. Uphold, man. You know we're way down Most High talking about. He created Esau to be the wicked, to be the opposition.
Yeah. And I want to read this.
But for you Israelites that trying to be out there talking about Esau can be saved, man.
Right.
Fine. Quick little precept just to back up. In same book, Malachi 3:6. For I am the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I change not. Therefore, I am the bar too. Ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Hey, we're not consumed, man.
And that's self-explanatory. The Lord said he changed not, man.
Yep.
So, I mean, all these people that be acting like, like the Lord just changed his format and the Lord, they'll be like, the Lord used to, hey, that same power that destroyed kingdoms back in the day, that flooded the whole earth, that power still exists, man, to this day, man. And see, our people about to find out in a very rude way. This is why, sincere brothers, man, becoming our apostles and our elders, we see what time it is. We know what time it is, because when we read these scriptures, as the apostles and elders said, we can visually see these things, man. Brothers done had dreams, and when you're reading them, you can actually feel, you can actually feel like, dang, we was in a time like that, and but like we was talking about 70 AD, when we get into those accounts and we read them accounts, your spirit can kind of feel that, man, being rushed out of there, and then when you start seeing these devils, the MO, you feel it, man. So it's just like the Lord, his words never change.
No, you good. That was so like you.
And the Lord said, well, we ain't consumed either.
Yeah.
Don't prove that we ain't consumed, because we here today telling you devils that we ain't consumed.
Exactly.
That we the Israelites, man. That Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to set up a kingdom for us, man.
That's right. That's right.
And that's what they're afraid of once again, man.
The one the Most High speeding the times up for, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Continuing on verse 3. I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste.
Throw back in Malachi 1 too. Back in Malachi 1 too.
Yeah. So this is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 3. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
And that what happened when he sold his birthright.
Yep.
To Jacob, because normally, Esau, he was the elder. And the elder, according to law, the elder son always get the blessing of the birthright. But he sold it to Jacob, which was prophecy, or the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. And therefore, Jacob, our forefather, took upon that to be the inheritor of that blessing, man.
That's right.
And look, Esau, he got his blessing through Isaac. Okay, and with the blessing of the sword he received, that the brother quoted earlier, we say Genesis
27 and
27. And look what he did with his blessing, man.
I about to say, I get it right quick. Yep, right here.
Yep.
Genesis chapter 27 and verse 39 is the point, and 40 is the point. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
And right now, Esau have that now. He have the fatness of the earth, man. That way he rule everything, man. Especially primary over here in America.
Shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. Verse 40, and by thy sword shalt thou live.
But that's the blessing the Lord gave him. Okay, that sword, man. Sword. Okay.
Thou shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Yeah, because it came a part of time, various time, but there came a part of time that Esau was under us, man. During the time of King David and King Solomon. Okay, also during the time of the Dark Ages. Okay, the medieval times, where they call them.
Yeah, they call them medieval.
But eventually, you know, they came back in the power, and now they're ruling by their sword. Okay, but look what it leads to. They swore, and they mind frame leading to a waste. Look at the state of the earth. Okay, everything is being a waste, and eventually this place of America will be a waste. The Lord bring the destruction. Okay, we always go into the name of Esau in the Hebrew.
Waste of the way.
Joshua. Waste of the way. Okay, good. Not only that, his permutation will waste from him.
His heritage.
Okay, his heritage, man.
And like the brother said, and it's, you got scriptures, I believe it's in Isaiah, how it's going to be doleful creatures living in the land of America. And this is basically Esau Edom's Basra, all right? The capital, the chief stumping ground, or the breeding ground, basically, of Esau Edom's rulership and power. Even though America came from out of Great Britain, England, but hey, America is Babylon the Great. It is that slut of a woman that sitteth upon that beast, that ruleth over all nations.
Sodom
and Egypt.
We didn't know what happened to Sodom. It got destroyed by fire and eventually became a what? A waste.
Wasteland. Continuing on, back in Malachi chapter 1 and verse, I go to 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished.
Pride.
But we will return and build the desolate places, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai of hosts.
And that came during the time of the Dark Ages.
The Renaissance.
You had the Renaissance, the rebirth. You came back into power, man. After the Roman Empire fell, and Jake took over they came with the Holy Roman Empire through Constantine and the Byzantine Empire. And from there, the Esau came back into power. The history, man. So much to go into, man.
They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
And that's the time we in now, man. That the Lord about to throw down the Esau Edom rulership that he wants reestablished, that he wants rebuilt through that rebirth, man. Okay, and that's how we know that he's the wicked as well.
And this last little step, last little precept is going to let you know how Yahweh Shai didn't change, and he would never change, especially dealing with Esau. The people against whom the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai have indignation, righteous anger forever. Throughout generations to generations, till they even be exterminated. And I believe, just me, my opinion, the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai still gonna hate Esau ass, even after they damn being extinct, man. But
they do, man.
They through
once
at the
again,
end of the day.
Once again, we'll prove that the Lord had indignation against Esau Edom forever. The Lord set up the prophets of Israel, to tell them that. Okay, once again, we ain't consumed, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai raising up his men to let Esau Edom know that you ain't gonna fulfill your NWO.
Nope.
You're gonna be a failing attempt. Okay, you're gonna get close, but the Lord gonna stop you. Okay, like Elder Yashimamba always say, man, you got that you about to score that touchdown at the ball, you fumble the ball like the 1 yard line before you cross the power line. And it's a turnover. Going back the other way.
Touchback.
Matter of fact, you seen that I forgot, that was like a highlight last week or something. Dude tried to cross the plane and
ball
out his hand.
And that
went all the way back.
Cincinnati, Baltimore, And guess what? For Baltimore, that cost them the game.
Yep.
Right.
So that
Esau Edom.
Esau.
Right.
That Esau Edom right there, man.
I got a quick one too, because we was talking about Edom, and you know you have the vocab Malones and all these. They'll swear that that's the Edomites ain't nowhere on this planet no more. But Ecclesiastes 4:16, there is no end of all people, even as all that have been before them, and that's the point really. Like, just to let Esau, you still your heritage is still out here, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so like because you would have people that be like, oh, the Edomites are done away with. You know what I mean? That's madness, man. All right, because we're the Israelites, man. So our counterpart, the evil, is still out here as well too. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. And Jerusalem ain't a praise in the earth, so you gotta still know the wicked is still existing, man.
Yep.
And the wicked goes back to being what, the third category of men, which is Esau, Edom.
Yep.
All right, that nation, as we just read, that the Lord is going to have an indignation with forever, man. You know, I just want to highlight that fact. So as you have these so-called Edomites, they try to say that they're not Edom and that Esau was done away with, and that's a lie, man. As we just read, there's no ending of no people, man.
Mm-hmm. But soon, you know, it will, according to the scripture of Obadiah. You know, the brother brought that out, and that's true. But what's also true, you Edomites, you so-called white people, are going to be exterminated. That's very much true, man.
After your 1,000 years of period of slavery under the nation of Israel, man.
Yeah, that's going to happen to you.
So a long time, you got to think about that right now. All you can think about is get ready to inherit slavery, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but that time is going to come when the Lord had that appointed time. But now we're in the appointed time. You devils going down, and you about to get introduced to slavery, man. Hardcore slavery, man, which they trying to avoid. That's why they're going into their retreats.
Mm-hmm.
You know, mainly these elites, just to be reserved for captivity, man. And you Edomites that perish on this side, you're gonna come back in the kingdom through your offspring of Edom that survived, just to be shackled up, man.
Hey, I'm gonna read this Obadiah 18, man. Straight to the point. You know what I mean? It says, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame.
This after the 1,000-year period of captivity for you devils, man, in the kingdom. But you got a lot of work you're gonna do in the kingdom, man.
That's right.
And we looking forward to that.
That's right. And we no unemployment.
Lord said continue employment.
Mm-hmm. And we no workers comp. None of that, bro.
No benefits or nothing. The only thing gonna be beneficial is y'all working for us, and we getting the benefits of it.
Yep. That's right.
Right.
Obadiah verse 18, it says, "In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame." That's going into all 12 tribes right there, man, northern and southern kingdom. And it says, "And the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau."
So it ain't been when it wasn't in history when this account happened, man. Like Abba said, man, vocab say all the Edomites are done away with, but give us the history. Okay, because according to Obadiah 1:18, it was going to take place, but when? When did it happen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we talking about in the future, after that 1,000-year period, man.
That's right.
After you Edomites serve your captivity, man, because you're the only nation that's going to be done away with, man.
God. And the Lord says that in the nation with Esau forever, man. God. And then it says, "For the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, have spoken it." So once again, the Lord, as we read in Malachi 3:6, man, the Lord is he changes not, man. Mm-hmm. He's not the author of confusion. So there's no errors in this Bible, or that wasn't meant to be there. Nah, everything that's written in this book is faithful and true, and it's coming to pass, man. You know, that's all I have, bro.
I'm gonna go to since we getting on Esau, and basically the end of the world of Esau.
Oh yeah.
All right, and I want to get Joel chapter 14 and verse. I start at 4. Good place to start. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one, and who's ultimately the unclean, the dishonorable. All right, Esau, Edom. He is that unclean vessel because 1, he is the wicked, and 2, also he doesn't have no type of melanin or no type of pigmentation in his flesh. He's lack. melanin and pigmentation. That's why he is called, you say, a Shashua?
Wasted away.
Yeah, the wasted away is he, man. Edom, which, Adawam, which means red. All right, the red nation.
And one else make him unclean. He don't follow the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh.
Con.
The Lord said he profane
outside
the temple, man.
Yeah. Con, man. Verse 5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. They are with Yahweh, man. All right, the Heavenly Father.
Yeah, so that devil has an expiration period, man.
That's right.
You know, he has a time that he can't pass, man. See, the devil knows this, man. All right, his days are determined, man. And this is why, as we quoted earlier, this is why this devil is in that Revelation 12:12 spirit trying to come down with a great wrath, because, and he knows it's over, man. He see the apostles and the elders and brothers uploading these videos and standing with great boldness, confessing the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So this devil knows that this is the end of his rulership, man.
That's right.
All right, and he knows that he already know what time it is, man. He see that it's over for him, man. And he already know that Jake is about to be risen up, man. And he knows that Yahweh Shai is on his way back to redeem his people, man. See, unlike our people, man, this devil did a diligent search, man. All right, this devil, he actually does that, man. But see, our people are on CPT time or Israelite people time, whatever they want to call it. And it ain't the time to be on that, man. This ain't the time where you should be trusting your doggone enemy, man. This is the time that you're supposed to be seeking this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Because, this wisdom is out here, man. This truth is out here, man. As the scripture said, as the waters cover the earth, man. All right, you got people with all type of smartphones, this top of the line so-called technology stuff. Technology that wasn't around 50 plus years ago. It's here now, man. Like, we can actually just type in a word and get a whole breakdown versus like back in the days when our apostles and our elders had to go to the library and actually pull up documents and do crazy research to get the edification. We're getting it quicker now, man. You would think that our people would take heed to that, but that goes back and to show how cold the spirit of the Lord is, man, because as recorded as well too, man, the election will obtain it as far as making that calling an election sure, but we see the blindness amongst our people that pretty much they got to be destroyed, man. It is what it is. A lot of our people they need death, man, because that's the only thing that's going to heal their minds, man. They're sick, man.
Continuing on, Job chapter 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Right.
All right? He cannot pass a certain bounds that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has in store for him. Just like how it says in Job 20, Job 20:5, I'm going to read, that the triumphing of triumphing going into the rulership, or, him, ruling a certain kingdom or whatever the case may be.
Trying to get that victory.
Yeah. Okay, the water. Of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. All right, verse 6.
Yeah, because he in his time now.
Yeah, it's his time now.
He already done live it up. Okay, now the next step is him trying to implement that MOTB. Yeah, but that's a bond that you ain't gonna be able to pass.
Exactly.
Okay, and that's a clear sign to know that we at the end of your kingdom, man. Because soon you go to implement that, that's it. That's a wrap, man. Okay, more and more pushing toward Yahweh Shah coming back, man.
That's right.
Continuing on verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds. Going into that pride. And it has a precept of Isaiah 14:13 in my Bible right here, man. Letting it be known that that's a precept of, Esau's pride, and also dealing with his satellites that's also in the heavens as well. That's another way of being prideful and so on and so forth, man. Here, this devil trying to see how, he already sees what happens on the earth. He wants to see what happens in the heavens. That's why lately they've been catching a lot of UFO sightings, letting it be known that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is nobody to be messed with, nobody to be tampered with at the end of the day. But this I wouldn't even call him a man, this beast man, all right? He has that mind frame to think he's really better than the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, like I said, that's why they got their weaponries up there, man. And that's why that's biblical prophecy, because when Yahweh shall return with the what the world call UFOs, the chariots, okay, which are the vehicles of the angels, they're gonna return in the fashion of war, man.
Right.
Okay, to bring judgment into Esau, Edom, and these, especially Esau, Edom, military, and these nations as well at the time of the peak of the Third World War. Okay, and outside of that, the only ones that's gonna be redeemed is the elect into those chariots. But simultaneously, you're gonna have those missiles being launched. Yahweh shall ringing down fire, according to what Isaiah 66 and 15. Let me get that real quick. Because you had an individual, been a video that this Edomite appeared to be Edomite saying that America never be taken down due to their military might. Okay, not in this lifetime and not in 20 lifetimes. Okay, but we approaching the lifetime now of the end of Esau, Edom, man. Lord willing to be this year, man.
This is what the brother Shaquat was quoting Isaiah 66 and 15 on down 16. It says, "For behold, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Awashai will come with fire and with chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with the flames of fire."
And that's the chariots of his whirlwind that come with fire. That's those UFOs, man, so-called UFOs, which are the angels. Okay, and how Yahweh Shah is going to return, man, who the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ, man, which are so-called black men. Okay, coming back to take down Esau, Edom rulership, and the rest of these heathens when it comes to the war, that fight.
Yep, because I got a quick precept going on what you just said, that war. This is Revelation 12 and 7. "And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels."
So that's a representation of when the Lord come back, he's going to come back with one of the archangels, okay, Michael, okay, to fight against Esau, Edom, okay, because the dragon is known as Esau, Edom in the form of the power structure in NATO and America right along with them. Okay, so and the rest of these nations, because at that time, once again, Yahweh Shah is going to come back to fight against all these nations, but primarily against Esau, Edom, of NATO and America. And Russia included that too, because they Edomites, man. Okay, even though they're going to have a hand in bringing destruction as well, according to Ezekiel chapter 38, being Gog and Magog.
But then see the pride of them devils too, though. The Most High, what the scripture say, but he gonna have to burst the spirit on them to even want to fight, because they're gonna be sorely afraid, as scripture say. They're gonna be sorely afraid. But they're going back into the pride of this damn devil, man. Like they try to a good movie where that kind of show that, but it's a Hollywood movie, but in real life, ain't no way. Transformers. You see how afraid they were when they first saw the Transformers, but of course in Hollywood they were so bold and they was able to take down the Transformers. But in real life events like that, hey, Esau, you don't have no type of. There's no way, man. There's no way. You got some more in there, because
that was it.
I got a quick one
because they said but the dragon. Yeah, they say. Russia.
Oh yeah.
Because even though Russia ain't part of the dragon, they ain't part of NATO. Okay, but they Edomites there. But they still gonna be brought down too, as all the rest of these nations.
Is on Revelation 12 and 7. "And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not." Verse 8. "Neither was their place found any more in heaven."
Yeah, meaning their rulership, man. The Lord Yahweh shall come back to take all these devils out of rulership, including the rest of these heathens that's in league with them.
That's right.
Okay, the China, the ones over there, the China, Japan, the Arabs, the Africans, all of them gonna go down, man.
Yep, that's right.
All along with Esau, Edom.
That's right. Finishing off, you have some more in there?
No, that was
We're finishing off in Isaiah 66, and I got a quick precept as well, too. Isaiah 66 and 15, it says, "For behold, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Awashai will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire." Verse 16, "For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Awashai shall be many.
And so that's going into the account when Yahweh shall return. He's not only coming with those chariots to bring fire, okay, that concentrated fire in the form of laser beams, okay, but also those missiles being launched, man, which represent that sword, man. Okay, what the Lord gave the technology that Esau Edom to create to bring his own destruction, which is the will of the Lord, man.
That's right.
And mainly it's going to affect to bring the damage mainly to America, Babylon the Great, because this place is going to be totally destroyed according to what that's Amos 9, I think what
9 and 2.
9 and 8. When it said utterly,
9 and 8.
I'll read it for you right quick. This is the book of Amos 9 and 8, and it says, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, thy power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai."
So this place, going to be destroyed off the face of the earth.
Face of the earth.
The Lord said, "Utterly I will not destroy the house of Jacob." The word utterly means completely. So the Lord said, not completely, I'm gonna destroy the house of Jacob.
Right.
Okay, meaning that 2/3 over here in America are gonna be destroyed, and the Lord's gonna redeem the elect. Because simultaneously, as well as we're going into when the missiles are gonna be launched, and Yahweh shall bring a war, you're gonna have the elect being beamed up into the chariots from that destruction here in America, and also where the elect is scattered worldwide, being beamed up into the chariots. Okay, and inherit the kingdom, man.
You want me to get Job 18?
I got Bible show. Let me get this quick precept real quick, because we was talking about this real quick for all you ones that believe in Esau's military. All right, this is Isaiah 31 and 1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong." Going into how our people trust in Esau's military, his might. All right, because Esau's also been known to have like our what was that when they bombed Tokyo, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. When they was because they never seen
a man and fat boy.
Talk about the bomb name.
The atomic bomb.
Them type of when they was in the air, they was like, oh man, they like when they was, I forgot what they were referring to the Air Force whenever they was flying and just dropping bombs, man. They just never seen nothing like that. But see, our people have grown into the custom of believing and trusting in America's military. Though even though this military has all type of funny shit going on now, you know what I'm saying, and overweight people, and American military is bullshit compared to these militaries overseas, man. Where these people stepping and marching in sequence and ordering all type of shit.
But they got women in the military. That you know they done.
And then pretty much Jake made the military anyway, man. Going back into, they always had to have like the Harlem Hellfighters, which is all Jake, Tuskegee Airmen, of course. We know the history that on them, but it was always Jake. Even going back further, man, when they would use Gad to take down Gad, man. They always used Israelite tactics in war, man. The Civil War, the Confederates versus the Union.
That's why they got terms when it comes to certain missiles, calling them the Tomahawk missiles and all that.
Exactly, bro.
Going that, getting the strategy from Gad, and Reuben, and those native tribes, man, that war against them.
Finishing off Isaiah 31 and 1, because it says, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. See, our people ain't looking at it, as we just read in what was it, Isaiah 66, about when the Lord comes back with that chariot, man, the plead with all flesh. And when we saying plead, we ain't talking about, hey, please y'all get right before I have to destroy y'all. Nah, the Lord coming back to get busy, man. So and they're out looking for that. But see, the hope and humble, fearful elect, man, we already know what time it is. We already know this goddamn devil military can't hold a candle next to what how about Shemal Shai about to bring, man. We already know that, man. But see, a lot of people, they're not going back. They're not seeking the Lord, man. They're not looking for the Lord, and they got all their trust fully set on because that's why when we speak about war, people don't really they don't get. The average American or the Israelite, the average Jake, They don't get it's like it don't move them because they have their mind fully set on the fact that we got the strongest military in the world. We're gonna win. No, nobody can fuck with us. That's their mentality, man. But little do they know, man. Little do they know.
And then even like, okay, hypothetically speaking, if America did, so-called win, you still got to realize a world's war, that shit is not no pretty sight. Eventually, it's going to touch down, or it's going to affect your neighborhood. It's going to affect your city, your state, especially when, like I say, because when war really happens, we are already bad in the economy. Well, America is already bad in their economy. It's $31.4 trillion in debt now, probably a little bit more, But you got to realize it's going to affect you because you got to put more money into the military.
Yeah.
At that point, especially when you're on that full gauge of war.
Right.
So our people, they don't consider, like the scriptures say.
And then also, if I may land back, bro, these people got these countries be as we often say, you think these people were just showing these missiles just like when you get a pair of shoes you buy something, you got it because you're going to eventually wear it or use it. So you think they just got missiles to just leave in museums and be like, oh, look at our missile that we created. We had put billions of dollars. Nah, they want to use it, man. And that's as we get into these scriptures, man. Hey, this is what's going to happen, man. Who's that saying about the next war gonna be fought with
Albert Einstein.
Hey, going into
World War IV will be fought with stick and stone. Because the reason why, because after World War III, it will be no more war at the end of the day. We're going to be back in rulership. All right, the Israelites are going to be on top. You heathens will be under us. All right. You will be our slaves, man.
That's right.
It will be, it's called recompense, payback.
Hey, that's true right there. Is a higher power because, because World War III eventually going to happen, but when it goes to a nuclear war and there wasn't no higher power in the outcome of disaster of World War III, man, the earth would be devastated, man. It'll never go back to, cleanish and normal state. That's how you know it's going to be a higher power that has to rejuvenate that.
Right. Especially if the earth can rock to and fro.
Yeah.
You feel the earth rocking to and fro? Oh, come on, man. You know the higher power that's
a heavy judgment.
You saw my friend. They know it's gonna be a nuclear war, but they my friend. They think once it happens, they're gonna come back and establish and rebuild again.
Right.
Come with more of their agenda. That's Esau, man. That once again thinking that he's gonna continue on forever, man.
Right. As we read, he got bounds. He can't pass. He thought that he's gonna go out of space and just while I'm gonna just let things simmer down on Earth, and then we'll go back and have it. They got a documentary. I mean, not documentaries. They got a little series like that as well too. I think it's something called The 100, where these Edomites went out of space.
I think I heard that.
They tried to come back to Earth after all the wars and stuff, man.
Nuclear war. And mess the Earth all up over again.
Yep. That's all they're gonna do.
Right.
That's all they're gonna do, man.
Right.
That's why, at the end of the day, that's why, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua knows this wicked, evil creature that he created. So with that being said, they have to be exterminated. Exactly, bro. Well, I'm gonna go to Job 20. Go straight to the point at 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Yeah, that's now. That's why they gotta have the WEF.
Matter of fact.
In the fullness of his sufficiency. Okay, that we can come with all type of agendas and pushing all type of laws, executive orders. Cause he in straits, man. You see, they divided amongst each other. You seeing the Hebrew Israelites waking up and talking about his downfall. Okay, so Esau ain't really got it like how he think he have it, man. He just in a state of delusion. Cause that's Yahweh Shem Yahushua putting the pride on him, thinking that he gonna eventually overcome. So how he gonna fulfill his ways, man?
Right. I'm got a precept, Job 18:7. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down.
Yeah, counsel, his own counsel. I mean, the NWO that he's setting up gonna be his own downfall, man. Okay, when he come into the time of bringing his third world war. Okay, once again, which is going to be the Spirit of the Lord, that's going to be the end of his kingdom, man.
Back in Job 20:22, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
I believe that word wicked there means the laborers. okay, the people
that he benefited
that
off,
right? All the nations, you see that, all the nations ready to especially come against America. That way you got talks of Russia and China and Iran and, you know, North Korea. Okay, you got Venezuela.
Oh yeah, hey man, I'm gonna say this one thing. Them South American countries, they real life are tired of America. That's why they trying to get aid and trying to build an alliance with these other countries, like you said, like Iran, you know, China. Mainly it be China, and you know Africa trying to do the same thing. That's why you got something called BRICS. You know, South Africa, you know, China, Iran, Iran, you know, Russia, you know,
BRICS,
and what the B stand for?
Brazil,
Brazil, yeah,
Iran, China, and South Africa. BRICS.
Yep. So these South American countries, they tired of the North.
Yeah, because you got some of those South American countries want to join, like you say, join BRICS financially. If they're going to join BRICS financially, what that mean? They got to join too, also with their military.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. It comes with the territory, man. All right, jumping back, Job 20 and 23. When he is about to fill his belly.
We at that time now. We about to fill his belly. That's why they having these summits, man, these gatherings. They introduced the NWO. Being spearheaded by the CBDC, which we know already know gonna come in the form of that MOTB, that micro. So this is the time now he's trying to fulfill his belly, man.
All right. The Most High Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
And once again, we are winning too. When Yahweh shall return with those the chariots and also the missiles, man. We're gonna rain the fire upon Esau, Edom Kingdom, in particular, America. Okay, you're gonna have other countries gonna get hit with the missiles, but mainly America, man. Okay, and that's gonna be the end all of Esau, Edom rulership, man.
All right. Verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
Yeah, the missiles, man.
It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall.
Yeah, them silos, you know, they'll be launched, you know, coming out of the ground, the submarines, dropped from the, the planes, you know, etc. However the Lord created those missiles, it's going to do its job, man.
Yep. They gonna hit their target.
Yeah.
Gone. Verse 26. All blackness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle.
Yeah, the judgment of the Lord bringing upon Esau Edom rulership, man.
That was it on that. Let's see. I know the end off one was Second Ezra 69. And Lamentations. 4 and 20. Yeah.
You mean with Lamentations verse? Are you on it?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's cool.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 22. And it reads, verse 21, Shalaki. Lamentations 4 and 21, it says, Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall be passed through unto thee, that thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked.
And the land of Uz is, symbolic to America. All right? And also that, the cup also shall pass through this, that basically that cup of slavery, that cup of payback, recompense, according to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, because they always had that cup in their hand of leading nations under captivity, mainly us, of course, having, mainly numero uno, we're the number one enemies to the Edomites, the so-called Caucasian white race, all right?
verse 22, Lamentations 4 and 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
The Israelites.
He will.
My fault, somebody.
Go ahead, bro. What you want?
It was on the you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Our iniquity is about to be over with, and also it said further up top to verse 21, drunken and might make thyself naked. They're being exposed. Yep. It's their time for them to be revealed, because we are at the end. We are at the end of this wicked man society. All right, the end of our captivity, just like I said in Lamentations 4 and 22.
Continuing on, Lamentations 4 and 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
You see, and that's the beauty of being an Israelite.
Right.
A Hebrew Israelite that's in this truth at that. All right, that's why it's very well to your great benefit to stay in this truth, you know, take correction in every way, because at the end of the day, it's something called growth. Yeah. We have to grow in this truth. We can't be, you know, having no ill feelings or none of that, you know, extra BS that is not beneficiary to us and pertaining to salvation. All right, so that should, you know, that should bring joy to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans' heart, man. You ain't got to worry about, you know, hitting the clock, catching that 9 to 5, you know, catching hell by your woman, your own kids in this society, especially you being an Israelite man. But the only one that's going to be sighing and crying like this is the elect. This is a small remnant. That's why we're doing the video that we're doing right now, because we want out. You know, we happy as hell to hear scriptures like that our iniquity is over. And after this captivity, we're not going to sin no more. We're not going to go into other captivities, because that's the reason why we went into other captivities, because we sinned against our power, law, statutes, and commandments. All right? And you know,
we looking for more to everlasting life.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, inherit those extraterrestrial bodies, immortality, spiritual power, ultimately all to be righteous, man. To be righteous, laws, statutes, commandments in our inward parts. Yahweh is crowning us. Us having authority over the earth. Okay, that's what we're looking forward to, as Brother Kabah make mention, man, being kingdom-minded, man. Okay, because we already know this place is going to shits, man. And the destruction is coming, man.
That's right, man. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and I'm going to start at 6, and the point is in 9. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. That's, you know, the Most High, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, talking. All right. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Basically asking the same questions that the disciples always ask. Matthew the 24th chapter, you know, the first part of it, and also Acts the first chapter, if I'm not mistaken, 1 and 5. Continuing on. Okay, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? All right, and who ultimately came out first? Esau, Edom. So this is, you know, parabolic talk. This was the first being Esau, Edom, that came out red all over. And when Jacob came out of the womb right behind after Esau, Jacob had his heel, Salaki had his hand on Esau's heel, which symbolically means that Jacob was going to be the one, by the way, the spiritual power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you know, first and foremost. That was the only way we was going to take down Esau. The spiritual, breaking down, you know, the strongholds spiritually, not on no carnal sense, want to pick up guns and, you know, pick up the Esau's blessing. Because you pick up Esau's blessing, you're going to get mowed down. You're going to get destroyed real quick and simple. Verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, all right, which Abraham and Isaac, through them was the covenant and the promises, all right, through those men, those lineages of men. When Jacob and Esau were born of him, of Isaac, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and that word world, I believe, is eon or aeon,
Yeah.
which is a rulership or an age, a time of ruling.
Yep.
Okay? And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, all right? The ones that follow basically after the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the elect. Because through the elect, you know, that is, you know, when the kingdom of heaven is going to be established by the way, of course, you know, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, all right? King David is going to be in the midst of us. Can't forget that. And also, you know, us being pray that we beat 144,000, all right? Because the 144,000 are going to govern the whole nation of Israel, just like I said in the scriptures, judging the 12 gates of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, man. All right, that's what we're hoping and praying to be. That's why we follow after the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that never forsook our foreparents, man. Okay?
Yeah, because Lord kept that promise.
Yeah.
That promise. Romans chapter 9.
Yep.
Okay, that's what we about to inherit, man. The promise of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that what he gave unto like I said, our forefather, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and happily we are the sons of Jacob.
That's beautiful too. Yeah. Hey, with that being said, I hope it was edifying. And we're gonna close out by giving all praises and glory to the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and to His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us the truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Peace and love and blessings to the elect out there. All right, till next time we're going to say Shalom, Abab Abal, DTA. Hey, we come back to you next time, man, Lord will. Hey, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Barak Atah.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai,
Shalom. Yes,
that's so good, man.